Father, I am coming before you today with something I have been holding in my heart for a long time. A desire for my work to reflect the full measure of what you placed in me, and a genuine deep hunger for the kind of favor that moves a person from where they are to where they are meant to be. I have been faithful. I have shown up when showing up was difficult. I have done the work when no one was watching and given my best to things that have not yet produced the visible results I hoped for. I am not saying this to impress you. You know every detail of the effort I have invested. I am saying it because the length of the journey between faithful effort and visible reward has sometimes made it difficult to keep believing that the favor I am trusting you for is actually coming. But today I am choosing belief over discouragement. I am choosing to come before you not with complaint about how long it has taken, but with an open, expectant, faith-filled heart that is genuinely ready to receive what I have been standing in faith for. Unlock your favor over my life and my work, Father, because I believe with everything in me that it is time. Open doors, Father, the specific, right, purpose-aligned doors that my own effort and networking and strategy have not been able to unlock, and that I have come to recognize can only be opened by your hand. I have knocked on doors that stayed closed no matter how consistently I knocked. I have pursued opportunities that seemed perfectly suited to what I carry, only to find them unavailable in ways I could not fully explain. I have watched others advance into spaces I was qualified for, and wondered quietly what I was missing, what I was doing wrong, or whether the professional breakthrough I have been believing for is something I am actually destined to experience. Tonight I am releasing all of those questions and replacing them with a simple, direct petition. Open what only you can open. Create the opportunities that my resume and my relationships and my own initiative cannot manufacture. Position me in the places, conversations, and moments that are genuinely aligned with the purpose you have placed in me. And let the opening of those doors be unmistakably the work of your favor, rather than simply the result of my own effort. Give me wisdom, Father, the specific, situational, professionally relevant wisdom that distinguishes someone who is merely competent from someone who is genuinely exceptional. Help me to see the angles that others miss, to ask the questions that reveal what is actually important, and to make decisions that are grounded in a discernment that goes beyond what I can derive from experience and information alone. Help me to work with an excellence that is not driven by the anxiety of needing to prove myself, but by the genuine desire to honor you through the quality of everything I do. Let my work ethic, my integrity, and the quality of my contribution speak with a consistency and a clarity that makes the case for my advancement more powerfully than any self-promotion I could offer. And let your favor amplify what my faithfulness has already established. Remove every obstacle that has been standing between me and the professional breakthrough I have been trusting you for. The hidden barriers I cannot see, the perceptions, the biases, the internal politics, and the structural limitations that have nothing to do with my actual capability. Dismantle them. The visible ones I am aware of, the gaps in my network, the doors that have not opened despite my consistent effort, and the opportunities that have gone to others while I continued to wait. Address them with your authority. Break every limitation that has been functioning as a ceiling over my career, and replace the experience of being held back with the experience of being moved forward by a momentum that I did not generate and cannot take full credit for, because it came from you. Let your favor go before me into every professional space I enter, preparing the atmosphere, softening the hearts of the people who hold influence over the opportunities I need, and creating a reception for me that is warmer and more favorable than anything my reputation alone could produce. Let it speak on my behalf before I have said a word. Let it position me in the right rooms at the right time with the right people whose paths crossing mine is your deliberate orchestration rather than fortunate coincidence. Let it make me memorable to the people who have the power to open the next level, not through manipulation or performance, but through the undeniable signature of your hand on my life and my work. Connect me with the right people, Father, the mentors, collaborators, sponsors, and advocates whose involvement in my professional journey will accelerate what would take years to build alone. I cannot always see who those people are or how to find them, but you can. Orchestrate the introductions, the chance encounters, and the relationships that are part of what you are building in my career. And give me the discernment to recognize them when they arrive, and the wisdom to invest in those connections with the intentionality they deserve. Let the network you are building around my professional life be one that is rooted in genuine mutual benefit, shared purpose, and the kind of integrity that makes every connection sustainable and meaningful. Build my confidence, Father, not the brittle, performance-dependent confidence that shatters when results are delayed or when someone else is chosen over me, but the deep, settled, identity-rooted confidence that comes from knowing who I am, what I carry, and whose I am. I have allowed the length of the waiting season to erode my belief in my own value in ways that have made me smaller in professional spaces than you intended me to be. Rebuild what the waiting has diminished. Remind me that my worth is not determined by my current title, my current salary, or my current level of recognition, and let that truth free me to show up in every professional opportunity with the full, undiminished version of everything you placed in me. Thank you for the favor that is already moving toward me even as I pray, for the doors that are already being unlocked, the conversations that are already being prepared, and the opportunities that are already being positioned for the moment I am ready to step into them. Thank you for seeing every effort I have made that has not yet produced visible results, and for counting none of it as wasted. Thank you for a plan for my professional life that is more expansive, more purposeful, and more rewarding than anything I could design for myself. Unlock your favor, Father, completely, undeniably, and in a way that leaves no question about who made it happen. I am ready to walk through every door you open. Amen.